Hey, remember me? I used to host a podcast every week on a timely fashion. I'm not sure what happened there, so welcome back to the Cat Lady podcast. I'm Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's CATT, craft all the things. Welcome any new viewers. Thanks for coming to check me out, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you ever so much for coming back again. It is episode 50. I made it to 50 episodes. It's pretty exciting. Just as of last month, it was my 1-year podiversary, so a couple milestones. I'm not quite at 500 members on the YouTube page. I'm almost at 500 on Instagram, so pretty good. Not that the numbers really make a difference, but you know, it's nice to see them kind of tick up slowly. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed on YouTube and follows me on Instagram, and the Facebook page is, it's okay, it's a couple hundred, but I don't do much there anyway, so. And that's where you can find me. You can find me on Ravelry as the Cat Lady, Instagram as the Cat Lady, Facebook page, the Cat Lady Podcast. I have a Ravelry group. I can't remember what my Ravelry group numbers are, but that's where I do all the giveaways, and I'd like to get more chatter involved in there and get it more active, so hopefully I can think of some ways to initiate more chit chat amongst you guys. So, but stay tuned, there's numerous giveaways going on. A couple of them are closed now, so I have my big podiversary giveaway that I'll draw for next week. So if you have not entered that thread, go check out the pictures in one of the chatter thread, and then enter the actual giveaway thread for my podiversary prizes. I do have a blog, but it's kind of, I'm still not sure what to do with it yet, so it's thecatlady.blogspot.com. So I usually try to post pictures, which I said I was going to post pictures last time I recorded from Easter, and I still haven't edited those pictures out of Lightroom, so those are still not up. I have not done anything in the last couple weeks. As I will talk later in the week in review, I was sick last week, so threw everything off. But we can jump right in. This week we'll go over podcast news, some knitting, and we can review, and stash, and we can review. So it should be a quickie episode. So podcast news. If you want to introduce yourself, I have an introduction thread in the Ravelry group, so come and say hi, and I will say hi to you. So our intros this week is, and I'm sorry if I didn't mispronounce names, but Gwen, and she's from Toronto. She found the podcasting universe through the Canadian Knitter. She knits and crochets, and she was in winter camp. So welcome, thanks for tuning in. And that's all for introduction. So a few giveaways. I did draw in advance because I knew I was going to be downstairs, and I just didn't want to hold up trying to draw, especially for some of these. But the Lilac Leaves pattern from Johanna Designs, who is Jessica from Serenova Crafts podcast. I drew a random number winner. It was post number 7, which is Linda. I don't know if it's an L or an I. It's either LMECOLL or IMECOLL. So Linda, and I'll put your name here. Please contact me, and I will get you in contact with, or I'll get Jessica to send you the pattern. So let me know that you see this, and yeah, I will get you that pattern. And then the next one was also a pattern. It's the Fish Lips Kiss Heel by Socks Therapist, and that's just a really cool short row heel pattern. It's a $1 pattern, so if you don't have it, please go get it. And if you didn't win and you still want it, just go get it. It's a great pattern. But I did post 5, or draw for 5 winners. So it was post number 6, who was Linda Dawn 64. Post number 9, who is Parametric Knits. Post number 7, who is Dittmerknittery. Post number 3, which is quiltladycrochets, and post number 5, which is MalonB. Now there was like 11 people that entered, so the odds of winning were pretty good. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you for joining into these giveaways. And again, the podiversary giveaway will be drawn next week, and there's a lot of prizes. I'll probably pre-draw again, so especially with so many different things. So if you have not entered into that one, go check out that thread and get your name on the list. And for the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, I'm just gonna send them. They're $1. I know most of you are pretty are watchers, you know, like whatever. I'm just gonna send it to you. So that's it. That was it for podcast news. Yeah, I don't have anything going on. I'd like to start a knit-along again, and I was wondering if I could incorporate some sort of like getting healthy, getting fit along with knitting. So there's this hashtag I've been using on Instagram called Knitters Get Fitter, because I just think it sounds funny, and you know, it was one that was already used a little bit. So every time someone has to use this litter box when I'm recording. Every time. Sorry. So if you have any ideas for a like get fit knit along, you know, I thought, you know, something that incorporate healthy habits. So, you know, work out for 30 minutes a day and knit for 30 minutes a day and get some sort of entry into for a prize or something, like for an extended a month or something. I don't know the logistics of how to track that, you know, like obviously it's gonna be honor system, but you know, like how do I post a picture of what you did, or you know, I don't know. So, but if you have any ideas of some sort of knitting slash healthy living thing we could do, the weather's starting to get nice over here finally, that would be good. So yeah, a knit along though of some sort. I'm gonna come up with something, or yeah, maybe I should do something spinning related, because I really need to get back into spinning. So maybe both. Maybe I'll do some sort of spin along and a knit along, fit along, whatever. So, but that's all for news. So on to knitting. I've not worked on any of my whips. I have my across the pond, I have my sweater, I have my sock yarn blanket. Nothing. I have not touched any of them. Instead, why did I close that? I casted on some new things. The first thing I casted on is another Carrie shawl, and it's Carrie by Megan Sanders, who is several on Ravelry. And I also finished the Carrie shawl by Megan Sanders. So this is actually going to be sent out, or sent to a friend, so this is for somebody else, but there it is, finished. And it turned out very lovely and larger than my other one, because I actually had, my other one was hand spun, so this was actual commercial yarn, 100 grams of, I mean, I didn't use 100, but this was the Deborah Norville Serenity sock in the purple color. So just a real nice, simple shawl. So, and yeah, I love my other one. So this was, it's such an easy pattern. It's easy to memorize, and it is a paid, sorry buddy, it is a paid for pattern. So I promise I'm not getting any cat hair on it. So yeah, so that was pretty much what I've worked on for the last 2 weeks. When I was knitting and not being sick. So in addition, I also cast on my, I drawed for my April socks. So last time I recorded, so I cast on my April socks. And it is the Knit Picks Felici Time Traveler colorway. And I started using my carbons, I don't know what it is, it's carbons or carbons, whatever. But they're the carbon fiber tipped, or not tipped, but they're carbon fiber needles with stainless steel tips or something, I don't know. But anyways, they're very smooth, I do like them. So I'm excited to keep using these. And these are size 0s, and this is the a simple ribbed sock, or see if I wrote it down. I will post it, of course. All show notes will be in the Ravelry group. And let's see, a nice ribbed sock. And I didn't write who it was from. Yeah, so I'd like to make these knee highs. I have 3 skeins of the Time Traveler, so if I can get a skein and a half of height. So usually I knit to about 8 inches of a leg. And that gives me about a mini leftover, so like about 5 or 10 grams. So, and that gives me a decent size sock. So I think I can squeak a knee high out of another half a skein. So I'll go until I can. My only issue is going to be trying to match up the colors. So, but I started. Oh, that's in here. So I have this one. I started the toe, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's just a basic 3x1 rib. So I'm trying to see if I make them ribbed, if I can get away with not increasing for the knee high. So, and I'll do a 2x2 ribbing closer to the top. So my hair is kind of doing some weird things. But I started the other toe too. I did both toes just because I kind of wanted to work on them. So I plan on getting to the heel and then working on this to the heel and then doing both heels and then leg. That's kind of the plan. And these are just on another size zeros, but they're just holding them there. I'm not actually knitting them on these. I'm knitting them both on the carbons because I believe my gauge is a little different on the carbons. So started those in the beginning of April. And then I like to participate in a lot of knit-alongs for socks. There's the one on Facebook with the Facebook group Knit and Chat that I do a lot. And then there's like the Strong Girls Knits podcast, Canadian Knitter, Two Tangled Skeins. They have all their, sock club kind of thing. So I started these, and it's now mid-April. There's no way I'm gonna finish those 2 knee-high socks by the end of the month. I just don't think it's gonna happen because they're moving rather slow with the ribbing, and I just don't see it happening. So I decided, okay, well, I need a pair of socks for April. And my personal goal is to knit a pair of socks a month. So far I've done my January, February, March, so I need to get a pair done in April. So as of 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, not very long ago. What's today? Thursday. It's Thursday, April something. 14th maybe. But anyways, so I cast on another pair of socks. And these are actually another gift, so I'm all into the gift knitting apparently these days. I'm gonna lose my needle. Okay. And I just turned the heel today. So these ones are going a lot faster. And this is the vanilla latte sock. So again, it's got a simple rib in it, but it's another free pattern on Ravelry, so I'm not giving anything away. But it's like a broken rib, or I don't know if it's considered a broken rib, whatever. It's like every other row. So you knit your pattern with the purls in it, so to get the ribbing. Then the next row is all knit. So it kind of breaks it up a little bit and doesn't seem as time consuming. And it's like a 6x2, so it's not so bad. So it seems to be moving fairly quick. And this is on size 1s, US 1s, Fish Lips Kiss heel that I just did today. And it took me 1 hour to do a heel, almost exactly, with a couple minor interruptions. Used the bathroom, ate a snack, helped David do something. But I didn't have to use the pattern anymore, so I finally have the pattern memorized, and I didn't have to use stitch markers anymore because I was on a VCAN last night, which I haven't been on a VCAN for like a month or two, like months. I finally popped on last night, and we were talking, and someone mentioned she doesn't use stitch markers, and the other girl was like, I don't need the pattern anymore. Most of them don't use the pattern. Well, I figured I'd try it because I've done this now enough times where I kind of did have it in my head, so I went with it. Didn't use stitch markers. Took me an hour, so I'd say that was pretty productive. This is another Deborah Norville Serenity sock. It's really one of the only brands they sell at Joann's, but it's nice, it's soft. And it's the Harlequin colorway. So these I will finish. As long as nothing comes up. It's, midway through April, and I have almost, more than half of a sock done. So I will plug away on those to get those done for my April goal, for my personal goal, and to submit to my, and the vanilla cappuccino, or that was another thing for the Knit and Chat on Facebook. This month they wanted you to pick a pattern that was like selected from their list. I would have done something a little fancier, but none of the patterns on that list didn't seem to look right in stripes. So I didn't want to screw up the stripiness, so that was the easiest one with the maintain the, not take away from the stripes or make it look too busy. So that's that, and that's all for knitting, because yeah, I really, like I said, I haven't really done a lot because I've just been out of commission with all things going on. So, on to stash. And it's a Star Wars stash day. So I will start with the first thing that's knitting related, and the other things are not. not many, but. So the first thing is my Star Wars bag. And this is from a girl with a rabbit who is Strong Girl Knits podcast. She was making bags, I think, for a while, and she stopped for a while, and now she's back at it again. So she's got an Etsy shop. I'll link in the show notes. But she had a flash sale special on Instagram, so I snagged this baby up for very inexpensive. Because it's like, okay, I don't buy a lot of bags because I can make them, even though I still haven't made a zippered bag, but some things to try soon. And it's got this cool kind of, not the rainbow, but the gray interior there. So yeah, I like it. Perfect for socks. And then this is the leather tag that Jen, the Uncreative Crafter, had made for me for Christmas. And so yeah, she just so happens that this bag had this tiny little thingy on it, so it fits perfectly on there. So that will live there. And then I got my lightsaber, which I posted a picture on Instagram. Makes sound effects. So, it's a child's toy lightsaber, but it's pretty awesome. And it was marketed as Rey's lightsaber, which, yeah, I mean, it's just not Rey. This is not Rey's lightsaber yet. It might be eventually, but it's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. It's Luke Skywalker's first lightsaber that he lost, and then it ended up in the hands of Maz, and she kind of gave it to Rey, but that doesn't mean it's hers, and she's at the end trying to give it back to him. So this is not Rey's lightsaber yet. So I thought that was funny. And if you really want to get technical, it's Anakin Skywalker's second lightsaber. I googled all that, so that was kind of funny. So this was the lightsaber that Luke lost when he lost his hand. So somehow it was found by somebody, and you know, here we are. But I've been looking for this ever since Jim got his Kylo Ren, the red one. I'm like, I need to find a blue one. I need to find a blue one. So I found the blue one. We were at the Disney store at not the one that we usually go to. We were at a different one, and it was the last one. I'm like, oh well, it's coming home with me. And last day I got my shirt, my Star Wars shirt I got yesterday at Target. It was kind of a whim purchase, so I actually wore it yesterday, so I just put it on to record today. So I didn't care if I got Carrie around it because it needs to be washed anyways. So I thought this was a cool shirt. I like it. It's just very simple, and I like the black and red, so. And that's it. So I didn't get any real knitting stash besides the bag, and I do have some, I think I have some yarn on the way. So that maybe next week I'll have something else to show. Week in review. Boy, I'm flying. 20 minutes? Yeah, we're good. So, yeah, when did I last record? My podiversary. So it was it my podiversary? Did I even record in April? I'm pretty sure episode 49 was my podiversary. Yep, so March 31st was the last time I recorded. It is now April 14th. I've missed 2 weeks. Pretty much. Or something. I don't know. It's just so far gone, really. So after that, it was like right after I recorded, that next day I cast on the Carrie, and I cast on my socks on April 1st, and started that stuff. And then the following week after that was Emily's spring break. So Emily was home all week, which was fine, but it just makes for more chaos. David's still at school, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we still had to get up and do our thing and take him to school. I'm trying to think if we did anything. Tuesday we went to my grandmother's. We had she got a new condo back in the beginning of the year, and so we finally got to see that. So that was nice. We had a nice visit. Went out to lunch. We didn't really do anything else fun, the weather was terrible. It was cold, it was like rainy, it snowed over the weekend. I mean, it was just awful. We did karate. She did have her belt test. I'm trying to remember if I think that was going to be the day after I recorded. A couple days after that, Friday, she was tested for her belt. So she did very well. And then fast forward to Wednesday. So last Wednesday, not yesterday, but the week prior. My friend's birthday was last week, and we decided to take her out to dinner to a place I shall not name, just because I don't want to be slamming any restaurants. So we went out to dinner, and you know, it's a place we've gone numerous times, had no issues. Well, I got some kind of chicken dish. It tasted fine. I ate half because I'm trying to eat healthy, so I ate half of it because of course the portions are out of control. And I got, you know, came home, it was fine. About 3 in the morning I woke up and I had to use the bathroom. And you just knew, you know. I had to use the bathroom numerous times. And you just know, and you just feel just like you've been hit by a truck. And then I had to throw up one time. And yep, I'm pretty sure it was food poisoning. It's not guaranteed, but I mean, it was sure, you know, I eat chicken, which is obviously one of those dishes that needs to be cooked through. And according to the waiter, actually, my friend had mentioned on the way out that the waiter mentioned that the kitchen staff was short. Like, the kitchen staff had walked out or done something, or they were short-staffed in the kitchen. So, chicken, who knows who's cooking it, and if they even know what they're doing. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning. So I woke up. I didn't really sleep much between 3 and the next morning. I really didn't sleep because I'm constantly using the bathroom. I had, you know, in between bouts of nauseousness and using the bathroom, I'm laying on the bathroom floor because I can't even make it back to the bed. And why bother? Because I'm just gonna have to get back up again. So Thursday morning, and so at this point I was thankful Emily was home because she's almost 6. She can be a little bit helpful. There was no way I'd be able to walk her to the bus stop. No way I'd be able to walk her to the bus stop. I probably would have had to call the neighbor to come get her because there was just no way. I couldn't barely walk down the stairs. I didn't have to rush to the bathroom as much anymore in the morning. There was a couple times, but not much. So that passed, thankfully. But I just felt like completely just done. And so I told Emily, I said, you and David just get whatever food you can reach out of the cupboards, okay? Just dry cereal, crackers, whatever you can reach. Just eat. You can eat for breakfast because I just can't do anything. I can't get you anything. Okay, Mama, I'll be your helper. I'll be good, whatever. I got myself camped out on the couch. I turned on the television. They watched television all day. Television was on pretty much nonstop. Around like 10 o'clock, I said, I'm gonna go upstairs and lay down. I wasn't getting comfortable on the couch and I just wanted to lay down. So about 10 o'clock in the morning, I went and laid down upstairs and left the kids probably for like an hour. So, I mean, that wasn't great, but I knew they were all right. And I could hear them. I didn't fall asleep. I just needed to lay down with a little bit quiet. So then around lunchtime, I said, Emily, just grab whatever you can from the bottom shelf of the fridge. You can get some bologna slices, cheese sticks, you know, fruit, anything you can grab. I can't do it. Okay, Mama, okay. So then they got some lunch. I managed to finally get up and make myself 2 slices of toast because I literally hadn't eaten anything. So I had 2 slices of toast, and maybe some grapes, and that was it, I think. I think that might not have been Thursday, actually. That might have been Friday. I don't know. I may not have eaten anything on Thursday. I may not have eaten anything on Thursday, now that I think about it. But either way. So quiet time came, nap time, around noon. I said, guys, you gotta stay in your room. You gotta just stay in there because I have got to go lay down and go to sleep. So I went to sleep around 12:30 probably. I woke up at 4:30, which means the kids were in their room until 4:30. And I know they slept for a good chunk of that time, which is like way too long for them to nap because I'm like, oh great, bedtime's gonna be a disaster. Not that it mattered for me because I went to bed at 7 o'clock. Right after we put the kids to bed, I went to bed. Jim brought home Panera for dinner and I had like 2 bites of a baguette. He brought me a 6-pack of Gatorade, so I drank a Gatorade and had like 2 bites of a baguette. That was it. And then I went to bed at 7:30, and I woke up at 7 in the morning, so I slept for a solid 12 hours. So I definitely needed it. So Friday, I still didn't feel great. I felt better. I had to take David to school, so Emily and I took David to school, and then I told Emily, I said, you know, I still don't feel very well, so we're just gonna chill and just hang out. And maybe that's the day that I eat toast. I drank a Gatorade in the morning, I drank another Gatorade in the afternoon, had some toast, and then dinner time. Oh, Fridays was the headache, so I had a raging headache. And after taking Tylenol, that didn't do anything. I took some Aleve later, that didn't do anything. So I'm chatting with Jen on Facebook, and she's like, maybe you need salt, maybe it's your blood pressure or whatever. And so I didn't really have anything super salty to eat because, again, we're trying, nothing sounded good anyways. So I had Jim pick up a cheap hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars, which, okay, well, that's got to be loaded with sodium. As soon as I ate my piece of pizza for dinner, and I ate one, that's it, one piece, because that was all I could take. And I felt a little better. So maybe it was that salt. One salty piece of pizza, I felt a little better. I made it up until 8, so a little bit later. So I went to bed at about 8:30, and I woke up on Saturday at 8 o'clock. So I slept for another 12 hours. So yeah, so Saturday I didn't do anything either. Jim went out and ran some errands. I just hung out with the kids. I felt better. I managed to do some laundry and clean up the kitchen and do a few odds and ends, but for the most part I didn't do much. I didn't knit at all on Thursday or Friday or Saturday. I just didn't have the energy, and I just still fell off. You know, I just didn't feel right. So Sunday I felt the bad. Every day was a little better. So Sunday I felt better, and we actually went out. I had to, Jim's parents are selling their house, so I went and took pictures for them. And so I managed to do that, and then we went to the mall and got lunch and went to California Pizza Kitchen. So I ate half a pizza, you know, so that was fine. You wanna come up here? And we walked around the mall a little bit. That's when we went to the Disney store. So yeah, it was an alright day, and I made it up till, I think I made it up till 10 o'clock. So it's finally pretty much better. But I still didn't feel 100%, you know? It still just felt kind of off. Ooh, ears crusty. So Monday, again, it was like better, and then I was kind of back to normal. Emily's back to school, David's back to school. Oh my gosh, my hair. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I should try to work out. Well, it just didn't happen, didn't get to work out because I'm feeling bad because I had worked out since that Wednesday. So I just didn't do it. You know, I still didn't feel great. I was gonna try to do maybe half a workout because usually I work out for an hour, so I was gonna try to do 30 minutes. But I didn't get to it. Trying to remember what we did for dinner. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I cooked or not. I think I did because we went out so much. And then Tuesday was finally, I think I pretty much felt on Tuesday. It was like 99.9%. You know, it's like I still had that weird feeling occasionally, but that was pretty good. And Tuesday, Emily had karate, so that was 2 days ago, yeah. And she got her yellow belt, so I was very excited. My dad came, and I'll put up a picture of her in her new belt, so she was very excited. So yeah, I'm very proud of her for they gotta learn a decent amount, and you know, their form doesn't have to be stellar, but she's been doing karate for how many? Has it been 2 years this summer? It might be 2 years, so I'm hoping we can kind of push her now to get some of these belts, because I'd like to see her succeed in this. It's a very good class. Every class they talk about manners and respect, and you know, 7 magic words: please, thank you, welcome, yes sir, no sir, you know, kind of thing. So it's a really good program. So yeah, my dad came over and came to karate, and then stayed for dinner, and I made hamburgers, and yeah, it was a nice night. So of course, made hamburgers, had a beer, didn't work out. So yesterday was finally the first day I got to work out, and it went well. I felt a little weak in my arms, and you know, it's like kind of lost a little bit of that strength from not working out for a week, but I made it through my whole hour and burned the same amount of calories I typically do, and yeah, so now I need to work out today because we're getting pizza tonight. Jim texted me, he said, hey, you want pizza? I'm like, yes, I do. So, but it's in the calories. I'm still calorie counting. I, of course, lost like 3 pounds when I was sick, but then it all came back. So, but I'm still ticking the pounds down a little. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling 100% now. And like I said yesterday, my workout went fine. I don't see any issues today with my workout, so I'm gonna try to do that after this. And that's it. And hopefully I got my knitting mojo back again. I gotta crank out those socks, and I'm dying to get on my spinning wheel, so as soon as I'm done with those socks, I will be spinning. And I don't have any other I have my whips, and then I'll go back to my whips. You know, I'll go back to my sweater, my across the pond. I really want to get that done. And my other socks, my time trailer socks, I think it's just gonna be an ongoing kind of work when I don't have anything else to work on kind of thing. So I'm not gonna, these knee highs I don't think are gonna count as my monthly sock project. So, because it's almost gonna be May and I'm gonna have to draw again for another pair of socks. So that's all I got for the week. So I got 30 minutes, I'm great with that, and I wish I had more to say for 2 weeks, but again, I didn't get a lot done because I was sick for half that time. And kickboxing is over. I know I mentioned it was over at the end of March-ish, yeah, then March. So I have my evenings back. I'm just trying to get back into a good routine. I'd like to do more chatting with the ladies on the weekends. Fridays are still kind of to be determined. If I'm around and I feel like chatting, I'll post a link. So I'll try to post it on Instagram just to let everybody know if there's a chat going on. Same with Jen. Jen's kind of on a hiatus from podcasting, chatting because of work. So, but I won't let her quit. So I'll be bugging her in a month or two. So that's all I got. Thanks for joining me again for another quirky little episode, and I will see you again. Don't forget to enter the Podiversary giveaway, and I will draw for that next week. And I will see you next time. I hope everyone gets to craft all the things, and I will talk to you later. Bye.